Hi, I'm Daryl Halbrooks from Richmond, Kentucky. I'm going to be reading an excerpt from my story, Surplus Properties. Unless anyone has further business, I'd like to adjourn. Yes, Gerald. Ned's been trying to ignore his balding 40-year-old auditor. I'm so sorry to hold you all up, but I got this memo today from the mayor's office. They want our department's nomination for the Service Award at the annual banquet. I nominate Gerald, Reggie says. Second, says Robin. Can we go now? While I appreciate the sentiment, Gerald says, I got the award 2 years ago, $100. Woo woo, Reggie says. Look, people, it's late. I'm ready to adjourn. Gerald? Yes, sir. How much time do we have? I should say a couple of weeks. Great. Find somebody from one of our outlying departments. What about central stores? Someone says. Those people are awful, Cheryl from accounting says. You call over there and you get these 1 or 2 word replies. Yes, no, not here, nope. Anyway, Gerald, Ned says. Yes, sir? Check out central stores, even if most of them are assholes, or maybe surplus properties. As far as I can remember, we've never given any of them any recognition. On his way out down the elevator, he notices the inspection tag on the back wall. Certificate on file at Central Stores. It's signed Chad Middleton. When he gets back to his office, he puts in a call to the brutal tribe over at Central Stores. Central, says a smoky-voiced woman on the other end. Yes, this is Gerald Wiseman from auditing. No reply. I'd like to speak to Mr. Chad Middleton, please. Dead. Excuse me? Thought you folks at headquarters knew. About 6 months ago. Murder. Nothing further comes from the other end of the line. I'm so sorry to hear that. I mean, you mean the murder weapon? Well, no, bludgeoned. My God, with an axe handle. Jesus. He was gay, the smoky-voiced woman says. Middleton, I mean, not the murderers. But how is that relevant? Couple sailors, she says, punctuating her comment with a cough. But I just saw his name on the certificate in our elevator. Yeah, we got to get new ones up. Well, we can send Dave over with the new certificate. Well, that won't be necessary. Dave, Gerald hears the woman shout. Yeah, what's up? Some guy from auditing says they need a new elevator certificate. Old one's still got Chad's name on it. That won't really be. Dave says he'll get one as soon as he can. Yeah, well, again, my sympathies and have a nice... Probably won't be till tomorrow. Click. Gerald decides to narrow his focus to surplus properties. Cheryl punches some keystrokes into her computer and hands him the printout to Gerald. Surplus Properties, Bernard Slocum, Budget Unit Head. Oh yeah, Larry says, Bernie Slocum. I know that name. Been here like 20 years, I think. Surplus Properties sits next to some railroad tracks surrounded by overgrown vegetation. A young man in camouflaged overalls shoulders the door open until it's wide enough for Gerald to squeeze through. We don't get many visitors, he says. Another young man comes wheeling over on a Segway. I'm looking for Mr. Slocum, Gerald says. He isn't here, says a young man stepping off his Segway. Ever try one of these? We have races sometimes. The other man gives him a look. Maybe another time, Gerald says. Listen, would you happen to know when Mr. Slocum might be back? Who exactly are you? The tattooed one asks. My name is Gerald Wiseman from auditing downtown. Okay, Mr. Wiseman. The truth is, well, we've never, that is, not actually, well, seen Mr. Slocum. What? But Mr. Slocum is the budget unit head. How does this operation work if the BUH is never on site? Well, about 5 years ago, I was hired over the phone by Mr. Slocum. Never met him. I'm Randy, by the way. This is my cousin, Buster. Slocum arranged all the payroll stuff. He said not to mention it to anyone, so we don't. Someone calls, we fill the order. We got everything here. Refrigerators, dishwashers, desk chairs. And no one ever asks to see Mr. Slocum? We say he's out of town or he'll call you next week and they go away or forget whatever they wanted to see him about. But you do believe he exists. I talked to somebody on the phone who claims to be Mr. Slocum. Don't know why anybody would lie about such a thing. You have a number? Nope. He calls me and no number shows up. It's a smooth running operation. No meetings, no bosses. We love it here, Buster and me. Now you show up, and I expect the good times are about to end.